Good afternoon, sports fans. Sidekick here, and welcome to the first annual Krasnodar River Race. It's a fine summer afternoon here in Krasnodar, and as you can see, there's a crowd gathering here near the finish line to watch the event. They'll be watching DCS pilots as they push their piloting skills in their A29 Super Tucanos on the challenging 65-kilometer river run course set along the winding Kuban River here outside of Krasnodar. As I said, we're here at the finish line, but it looks like the first competitor is just about ready to start the course. So let's go to the race cam now. All right, it looks like Sidekick is on the course. He's just passing gate number 1. There are a total of 53 gates on the course, and there you can see the little map inset in the bottom left. There are really only 2 rules to the Great Krasnodar River Race. One is that you have to go through all of the gates, and the other is that you have to go fast. So let's see how Sidekick does on his initial run today. So the first part of the course isn't very much of a challenge, but we're coming up to the first big curve here. Seems to be handling that turn fairly well as he comes around here. Of course, the challenge on a course like this is to find a balance between the speed that you want to carry and also being able to maneuver through the tight turns. We're coming up on the very first sort of technical part of the course here. Going to have a really tight curve followed by another bend back the other direction. And we're going to get our first split time here. Not doing too badly. Pulling hard around. Now he's got to set up to go back the other direction. And there it is, folks, through the first little technical part of the course. Now we're back low and fast again, but we've got to pull around a little hard here on this gate. Gate number 10. And as you can see, we're coming into another couple of tight turns here. The early part of the course. And we've got to pull around hard to the left. That didn't look too bad. He maybe overshot a little bit. Got to get back to the other side now to get through that gate. Set up for the big turn back to the right. Okay, and the challenge here is they've got a big, long, sweeping curve, but you want to keep your speed up because there's a flat section coming where there's a real opportunity to gain some speed. Get around here. Now here comes the big curve, folks. Let's see how he handles it. And you got to pull hard now. And then you got to get down and get yourself set up to get into that nice flat section and hold your speed. Here he comes, folks. He's maybe not as quiet as you'd really want to be through this section of the course. Really don't want to be pulling a lot of G's on these flat sections of the course, because that's where you keep up your speed. So I don't think he's going to be that pleased with his line through this section of the course. And now he's getting set up for maybe one of the most technical sections of the course. Gates 20, 21, 22, and 23 can be a real challenge, folks. A couple of tight turns, and they're also close to the water. It's not been unknown for folks to grab a wingtip on this section, so let's see how he does. All right, time to pull hard and up. And then we're going to have to pull hard back down to the left. These are tight turns and they're close together, folks. Not doing too badly through here. Back to the right. And he's just going to sneak through that gate, it looks like. And he's got to get back over to the right and then flick back to the left in a hurry. Altogether not a bad line through that set of gates. Now it's time to get some speed up again with a slightly more open part of the course. And we're coming up on the halfway point at gate 27 here, folks. Overall, it's so far been, I don't know, I'd call it a solid run, but not really fantastic by Sidekick here. Alright, so now we get a little open spot as we're coming up on the halfway mark. We'll get a split time here, see how he's doing. Nice big wide sweeping curve to the coming to the right. And there's the split time. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, 10 minutes is a respectable time, but it's not great. And the second half's a little longer than the first. So he's got a decent time, but I don't think there's any awards going to be won at that pace. Alright, so we're still in a fairly open part of the course here. Still going back and forth around the curves, but it's not too bad. Again, it's an opportunity to build some speed, stay fairly quiet on the stick, not pull too many G's. But pretty soon we're going to be into a more technical part of the course as we get into the city here. Here he comes, folks. Nice gentle curve through that gate. Alright, here we come into the technical sections. Pulling hard on this curve and back down. Big curve coming here, almost 180 degrees. Want to stay to the outside so you can come back in. Got to time that bank just right. You also want to stay out of those trees, folks. And he's pulling hard. He's pulling hard. And he's looking for that gate. Well, he just scrapes the trees and he just manages to get through the gate. Not bad. Alright, now a little bit of time to build some speed. We're heading for the first bridge. Gonna have a pop-up on the first bridge, and then we're gonna brake hard to the right. There's the bridge. Here he comes, folks. Gonna pop up over the bridge and pull down to the right. And there he goes. And he's staying pretty high with it. Not necessarily a bad idea. And then build up some speed as he goes down to the gate. Got to get around and get back to the left here, though. That's good, holding some speed through there. That was a pretty good line. And here comes the second set of bridges. Now again, we got to go up high over the bridge, and then we're going to have to pull hard down to the left. Here we go, here comes the pop-up. Get through that second high gate, and then pull down hard. Pull down and to the left. Looking for the gate on the far side of the river. It wasn't a great line through there. That probably could have been better. Now we got another couple of tight turns here. We're getting close to the end of the race. Now is not the time to be burning off any more speed than you have to by pulling too hard on the stick. And he's just going to manage to get through that gate. Now he's going to get back over here to the right and then come back to the left. And these turns aren't quite so tight, so you want to be laying off the stick a little bit, not pulling too many G's. Keep your speed up through here. It's not a bad line. His split times are not looking too bad, but I don't think they're going to be winning any awards. So last flat section before we get through the final tight turns, and then head out to the lake. Just stay quiet through here, keep your speed up. Here comes the big last turn. Gonna have to pull hard after this one. And coming around and down. Looking for that gate. Get in there, get in there, get in there. There it is. Almost there now. One more big turn, and then we just gotta let her all hang out as we come out to the lake. There he goes, folks. Coming around the last big turn here, setting up for it. First we go to the right, and then we're coming back to the left. Now this is a turn that sometimes some pilots have a little trouble with, because they gotta remember that you got the gate all the way over on the left there. Don't head out to the lake too early now. Here he comes, setting up for his line on that second last gate. And after this, it's just point your nose at the bridge and keep your speed up. All right, folks, he's almost there. Let's see what kind of time he turns in. Wave to the crowd, folks. And there he goes. So, 10 minutes and 3 seconds. Well, that's a respectable time, but I don't think it's going to win any awards. So that's the first competitor through the race. Sure, take a little bit of a victory roll, Sidekick. Well, I hope other people are interested in getting on the course and seeing how they do. The mission is going to be available on the Sidekick Discord server. Download it, have a go, post a screenshot of your results, and we'll put them on the leaderboard. This has been fun flying this for you and recording the video. Hope you guys enjoy flying it. For now, this is going to be Sidekick, signing off.